So you are interested in multifocals. A lot of people are very scared of using multifocals. I know that because you hear so many stories of people trying multifocals and they're not working out for them because they've got lots of problems with them, and in the end the multifocals end up in your drawer and you don't use them at all. So you probably want something that you're going to wear for everyday use. What's nice about multifocals, it gives you various distances into one lens. You've got your distance, your intermediate, which is usually your computer distance, and your near vision, which is your reading distance. Some people wear 2 or 3 pairs, different pairs of glasses, and it's uncomfortable because they've got to switch all the time. Now they want to do reading and they've got the reading glasses on, and now they want to see in the distance, and then they put their distance glasses on, and it's very uncomfortable having 3 or 4 pairs of glasses. It's much more comfortable to have one pair of glasses which does everything for you. Sometimes it is good to have with your multifocal glasses an extra pair of office lenses where you can see nearby. It gives you a bit of a wider field of view, and it also gives you a little bit of distance vision. I'm going to explain a bit of multifocals for you so that you can know how it works and then make the right choice. Multifocals can be very expensive. A lot of people would ask why is some lenses like 700 Rand a lens and the other lens is about 4,000 Rand a lens. There's different reasons for that, but I'm going to explain first of all how multifocal work, and you can make your decision about your multifocals. Multifocals usually work in an hourglass figure, so you would have your distance vision, your intermediate vision, and your near vision at the bottom. So what would happen if we look at the design of multifocal lenses? I'm going to show you. If we look at this picture over here, you'll see that this has got like an hourglass figure, and this has got more distortion on the sides, and this is your clear vision. So that would be your distance, your intermediate, and your near vision. This would probably be one of your less expensive lenses, or your bottom of the range lenses. I like to grade my lenses with stars, so this would probably be like a 1-star lens that you get. And you will obviously see that you've got very small or narrow reading section over here, which is obviously not comfortable when you read. If we go to a lens that's got a bit of a wider reading section, if we look at that one, for example, you've got your little bit of a bigger reading section here. And if we go to your lenses that's got even more advanced technology, like that one, you'll also see that. I just want to open it a bit so that you can see it. So you'll see that this one has also got your very little less distortion on the sides, and you've got a bigger reading area down here. Okay, so that gives you a good idea. So your lenses can also be individualized. For example, specific needs. If you have to work on 2 or 3 computers, for example, you'll get an indoor lens, which gives you a wider field of view. It gives you a good idea of how your multifocal lens work. So if you know what your multifocal lens looks like, you can also utilize it better and work with it better. It usually takes 3 to 4 weeks to get used to your multifocal lenses. A lot of people will come in and they've worn their multifocal lenses for maybe a week, and they say they can't get used to it. Then we maybe need to make some adjustments to it. If you look at this multifocal lens here, you'll see that that's your distorted section, and that's your reading section and your distance vision section. So if you want to look, for example, especially even if you take this lens and you want to read something, or you get your multifocal lenses and you now have to get used to them. So what you will start off to do is they'll first fit your multifocals and see that they're fitted at the right height and at the right pupil distance. And what you can do is when you get your multifocals, if you want to look over here, for example, on the side, you're not just going to move your eyes there. You've got to move your head in the direction that you want to look at. So you're going to point your nose at in the direction where you want to look at. And that usually works quite well to help you to get used to your multifocals. The other thing is that we've got to remember is that your reading section is down here at the bottom of your lens. I'm going to show you with this one of mine. So your reading section is going to be down here, and your distance vision is going to be there, and your intermediate, which would be your computer, is right here at the middle. Normally that would be at the height where your computer is, and focused at the distance where your computer is. So if you want to read, you can't just drop your head like that. You've got to look down your lens through the bottom here to be able to get your full reading section. So you'll be able to look down and through that reading section. So that would give you your full reading area down here at the bottom. What else would there be? Usually the lenses is fitted at a specific height. So for example, if you've been wearing your glasses for about 2 weeks and you can't get used to them, come in and then you can tell us this is bothering you. You've got your computer maybe at a different angle or at a different length or whatever, and then we can usually adjust your multifocals so that they fit better and you can get your reading area where you want it to be. So usually if people have been wearing your multifocals after 2 weeks and you can't get used to them, don't throw them in the drawer. Go back to your optometrist and ask them to adjust your glasses for you. Okay. I just wanted to add, we've got a special now also on the more advanced lenses from Weya. I think that's the Lifestyle 3, which is going to be this one. It's a very advanced lens and a very comfortable lens. Usually people get used to it quite easily. So the special at the moment until February that we've got is if you buy your Lifestyle 3 lenses with your good anti-reflex coating, then you can have an extra set of lenses at no charge, which is worth about 6,000 Rand. So it's really worthwhile getting your multifocals now. Good.